Hello, this is Billy Core from the Nostalgia Mall, and today we're going to be taking a look at this Dell Latitude CPx. This is not my laptop, this is my aunt's. I actually got this for her for Christmas back in 2012 because she was wanting a laptop to run old computer games with. Something that would be easier than pulling out her big old Gateway 2000 P5100XL. And she used it a few times. All these scuffs were here originally when I got it 11 years ago, by the way. But she pulled it out again recently and discovered a unusual post error saying that the hard disk controller had failed. And so she brought it back to me, asking if I could take a look at it. And she gave me permission to make a video out of it as well. So in this video, we're going to try to diagnose and hopefully maybe fix this broken laptop. So let's get the camera situated properly and we'll power it on and see what it does. Just a reminder, this is a Pentium 3 laptop. I think it's either 500 or 600 megahertz. Pretty good specs. Can play DOS games quite well, actually. But it can't really do much of anything right now, so let's see exactly what the error message is that she's been getting. And of course, I believe the CMOS battery is dead, and the regular battery as well. Hard drive LED is stuck on. I'm hoping that the worst case scenario is that we just have to replace the hard drive and that there's not an actual motherboard issue, because that would be a pain. Okay, yeah, primary hard disk drive 0 not found. Let's go into the setup utility. Yep, it's not seeing the hard drive at all. And this is actually a 650 megahertz Pentium 3 that we're dealing with. I'm going to go over to where the hard drive is and see if I can hear it spin. I'm not sure if I do hear it spin, so maybe it has died. So we'll go ahead and power it off for now, and let me grab my tools and we'll take a closer look. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to keep things simple and just try reseating the hard drive by taking it out and putting it back in. Just got to find my Phillips bit. Of course, unplug it. And it's already got plenty of scratches, so I don't worry about scuffing it up anymore. Take the hard drive screw out, and it should just hopefully slide on out. Been a while since I've worked on one of these things. Can't exactly remember how it goes. Okay, here's the drive that's possibly failed. This is a Toshiba drive, I believe a 20 gig hard drive. So what we're simply going to do is just put it back in. Maybe reseating it will miraculously fix it. I have my doubts. But let's go ahead and plug it back in. And see what happens. I don't hear it making any noise. Next thing I'll probably do if this doesn't work, which I'm assuming it won't, is connect this to my main computer with a USB to IDE cable and see if it sees anything. That way we can rule out the computer, and that will pretty much determine if it's the hard drive that needs replacing. Yeah, I think we're gonna get the same error, more than likely. Yep. So, just out of curiosity, let's see if it will load up on my main computer. This thing is hard to get out, by the way. I had to use a slot blank from a desktop to pry this out. Okay, I've got it connected to my main Windows 11 computer here. Let me go ahead and switch the power on to the adapter. Yeah, this drive does not sound healthy at all. I think we may have found our issue. Not sure how well this is going to come out on camera, but I want to get it up close so you can possibly hear the noise it's making when I turn this on. Yeah, it does not sound good at all. And to be honest, I'm not really surprised with this being one of these older Toshiba hard drives. These are prone to failure in my experience. So, yeah, looks like we've got an easy fix going on here, thank goodness. So we'll just pop in another drive and get Windows installed, and she should be good to go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and install the new drive. This is an old Fujitsu that was pulled out of some kind of compact laptop. Not sure what the capacity is, but hopefully it'll work. I don't think I've ever tested it. So I'll go ahead and screw it in. I've already got the infamous Dell adapter connected there, which does need to be screwed in, which I'm doing right now. And we'll screw it into the back of the caddy. And there we go. Grab the laptop and pop it in. We'll wait to screw the caddy in till we know it works, because you never know. You just never know. Okay. And let's see if we can make some magic happen. All right, here we go. Well, this one's a lot louder, but it doesn't sound all that healthy, I gotta say. Okay, I actually found a much more appropriate drive anyway, because I know what size this is. This is a 30 gig hard drive that originally came in the Inspiron 2650 we recently received. And since I'm using a 64 gig SSD in it now, there's no need to use this hard drive in it anymore, so we'll let this CPx take it. Again, we'll screw that in later. And we'll just give it a shot and hope for the best. Okay, drive sounds normal. That's a good sign. Alright, it's booted into the original OS installation that used to be on here, which is really convenient. So, in other words, we've got this fixed. We just gotta get Windows installed on here. So, and it's actually running a Cronus OS selector, a program I've used quite frequently. Let me go ahead and hook up a PS2 mouse so we can make things a little bit easier. So I think what we need to do is just uninstall a Cronus uninstallation successful. Okay, we're going to be booting into a Windows 2000 install. That's not going to work, obviously. So, but this laptop does not have a floppy drive in it. It's only a dual spindle, unfortunately. I don't have the floppy add-on for it. But thankfully, I do have a Cronus OS selector on a CD somewhere. And we're not going to dual boot it or anything. We're just going to use a Cronus to partition the drive. It's just a little bit quicker than using Windows formatting F-disk. I may actually already have the CD sitting out somewhere and not in this binder. So I was using it recently for some project. I am a very unorganized person, folks. Very unorganized, especially when it comes to computer-related paraphernalia. So let me hunt down that CD. Okay, so it was in my binder. I just missed it. So we'll go ahead and put it in here and reboot. I guess it'll boot off the CD first. First, let's I've got an MBR error instead, so I guess it didn't boot. Let's get into the BIOS and set up the boot order properly. And we can also see our hard drive is being picked up, and while we're here, we'll go ahead and set the correct date and time. It is 12:22 p.m. And it is, well, the month is right, but it is actually August 19th. Is it? Nope. I think it's the 18th of 2023. Okay. Yeah, we do need to change that. Gotta find the plus key. Oh, nope, we there we go, that should be sensible. And we'll stretch the screen out there. There we go, that's what we wanted to do. And we'll run our disk administrator. And we'll go ahead and clean out all these partitions that we no longer need. This was what was originally on that 2650. And we'll just create one 30 gig ish, I guess, partition FAT32. And we'll go ahead and tell it OK. I've already got my Windows 98 CD in. Definitely boot from CD-ROM with CD-ROM support. First thing I'm going to do is clear the master boot record with fdisk/mbr. There we go. And we'll head to the Win98 folder and we'll do a quick format and make it bootable. Just remembered I'm going to have to hunt down some drivers for this laptop. Thankfully, Dell still supplies drivers for these old systems, and hopefully they still will for a while. And of course, you know, I always like to copy the installation files OEM style to Windows/Options/cabs. And we'll copy E/Win98. Or wait, I think it's the D drive actually, Win98. And this will take a minute. Okay, everything's copied over, so we'll take our setup CD out. Give it a 3-finger salute. And there we go. We'll go to where we copied our files to without making it beep like that. All right. And it's probably going to get a little bit choked up a couple of times during setup because Windows 95, 98, and ME like to seek the floppy drive during setup. And because there's no floppy drive, it gets confused for a minute, but it'll eventually get its head together and we can continue. I wonder if the battery's even taking a charge. I should have checked that in the BIOS while we were in there. But we'll find out eventually. Yeah, I gotta remember to screw that caddy in. Okay, finally got its head together. Definitely want other directory. Get rid of .000. Yes. I've actually always really liked these Dell Latitude CPx's, even though I've actually never owned one for myself. Do custom. Do all accessories, no communications, desktop themes, all multimedia, no online services, no Outlook, all system tools. And we'll give it a name, Dell CPx. I doubt we'll be putting this on any network, but you never know. And of course, if it wanted to make a startup disk, it's going to get hung up a little bit again because of the lack of a floppy drive, so we'll let it sort itself out again. Alright, we'll let it copy the files, and we will return on the other side. Okay, I did the rest of the Windows setup off camera, but here we are at the desktop successfully. And we're charged up to 11%, so it's taking a little bit of a charge, not much of one, but anyway, I got my drivers on an SD card with a PCMCIA adapter. I believe the slot is over here. If I don't put it in lopsided, that is. It should pick it up as a hard drive. Don't search for the floppy disk. It doesn't exist. Ooh, that was loud. Alright, and here's our drivers, which I neglected to label. Softex Bay Manager. Oh, come on. It wants to make floppy disk. Alright, we'll install Intel SpeedStep, I guess. I'm gonna have to extract those on my main computer. Okay, this is some kind of OS update. Which I don't think... Oh, there we go. And it's going to force power off the system against my will because I'm not done installing drivers. But I guess I do need to extract that one that needed multiple disks, so I will do that. Okay, we're rebooted, and I found another version of the Softex Bay Manager I think will work a little bit better. And I don't know why that decided to freeze. It's just being a little sluggish. Now maybe we can install this. And that should disable the floppy drive, hopefully. Okay, and here's the audio driver. Install now. ESS Maestro. Start later. That's another OS update. I'll do that another time. Already did SpeedStep. And here's the video card, ATI M1, I believe it is. Looks so good in 16 colors, doesn't it? So we'll let this install. This is probably the beefier of the drivers. Okay, I don't know why it opened it again. Huh. I'll just assume it knows what it's doing. restart later. And we'll go ahead and install the flash drive driver for 98 in case my aunt decides to use a flash drive on here. And we'll set up whatever this is. I forget what it is. Disk maker. Oh, we don't want that. We don't want to be making any floppy disk. So I'll go ahead and restart. Okay, looks like we got a full resolution and full color mode now. And I think this is some of the sound drivers it's catching up on. Nope, it's the monitor. This is a 1024 by 768 display. There's the sound card. Not sure if this comes with the DOS drivers or if I have to get those from another source. Sure, the speakers click on. It does have DOS simulation. Right, sound does indeed work. And it looks like all the drivers are now installed. It's disabled the floppy disk controller thanks to the Bay Manager. Everything is looking good. Even got the chipset stuff in there. So I guess that'll just about do it for this video. I'm glad that was an easy fix. Just had to replace the hard drive and reinstall Windows 98. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, this is Billy Core, signing off. Thank you for visiting the Nostalgia Mall. If you liked what you saw, please like, subscribe, and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You may also support me on Patreon if you would like. Until next time, this is Billy Core, signing off.